I started doing 2 Icarus just to see if it worked. Now, first of all, it took me like about an hour or two to figure this thing out because the problem was balancing basically. It's really annoying. So yeah, how do you fly this thing? Well, you can go forward or, well, you don't even have to. You just simply aim at the middle. This one has LED matrix so you can see kind of where you have to aim. So you shoot, you move forward, and then you boost. And basically, as soon as the front lifts and you boost, you go in the sky. So you don't need any bumps, you don't need, you just fly on the spot. It's that simple. Now this thing also has a pyre for, extra damage. You have your booster, so you can boost away and lift on the ground. Also, most people use growls. Yeah, the growl is a bit less weight, but power is also something that's important to notice here. Now you may think, I can slap a lot of kgs on it and the power will reduce. It doesn't matter because I'm gonna fly. That's not really the case, because your hovers also go forward, and they, the combined strength of your hovers and your reapers is what gives you that forward momentum. So I really recommend grabbing a Tusk, not only because it has more power, it's really not that much of a difference in kg, in the mass, and also it has one additional energy, so that way you can get a booster or, a pyre, or anything in addition. So this is my first design. It's decent, alright. It flies pretty long, 3 minutes. It has a pyre booster, you can get around. It also has some armor. That's right. You still have like plenty of weight left with this thing. I think the max that you can that you can lift is like 700 kg if you have like the empty one. So yeah, if you can probably put a porcupine on it. I'm not sure. I haven't tried myself because I'm not really that rich in this game. It's really grindy, and I'm not gonna grind like 66k for a porcupine. Hopefully somebody else will try it, but it's definitely possible to put it on. There's an empty template here. Don't mind, this is the PS4 though, so if you're on PC, on Xbox, you can probably, make this one yourself. I'll give it a quick glance. This is the basic Copter. This is basically, you still have 3 energy left, which is enough for a porcupine. It's basically the same contraption, but without the pyre, without the boosters, without the armor, and without the cosmetics. This is just a blank sheet of the Reaper Copter that I made. This way you can kind of, add your own things and experiment with it. Moving on, so we had the default Helio that I made. I'm calling it Helio, but the most accepted term is probably Reaper Copter. So yeah, that was the first Reaper Copter. Now I wanted to see further how we could, have more height, or like less weight. Now what I did with this one is I added a rift. Now this rift, whenever I press it, that one goes off. So whenever I fly, I hit the 1196 mark, I press D-pad up, and I have reduced weight. So first off, this thing at the first moment, it kind of flies heavy. It still lifts pretty fast compared to most Reaper Copters, but it's not really ideal, So the first 300 ammo is more to lift, to start the game, stuff like that. And then after that, you simply press D-pad up. And well, you have your light Copter. You still have 1200 ammo, so that's about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Which is, it's more than enough flight time in a match. This thing can go pretty decently fast as well, because, it's light. Also, another thing you're probably wondering is, what about stability? You only have 2 Icarus, doesn't that reduce stability? No, not really. It's very slight in the difference, in the sense that you can just, wiggle and turn around as much as you like. It's all good. You don't have to worry. Now, if you're gonna do 3 boosters, you do have to worry. What I did here was the one that you saw, so the one with the rift, detaching that ammo pack. That's kind of the same as this one, but then this one has 3 boosters, so it's really based on speed. It's not based on any pyres or whatever. This probably isn't even a heli anymore. It's more of a jet, in my opinion. It's pretty fucking fast. Look. Now this is still the heavy part, right? So if I detach this one, or switch to light mode, which you do after about 1200 ammo. In some cases you want to do it earlier if you're getting shot on. This thing is really fucking fast. This is a kind of an issue sometimes because stuff like this can happen. Now if you're used to it, it's not really a big issue. Because eventually you'll understand how this works, how to fly it stable. Now the trick here is, as soon as you see it wiggling and stuff like that, release R2 and just let it hover without having any forward momentum with your Icarus. Now if I'm gonna try to show you, I'm not sure if I'll be able to. Alright, so we're gonna try to wiggle it, alright, and then, yeah, it was a bit too fast. But sometimes when it wiggles and it's not, too much, you can release R2 and it stops wiggling. You can also, just practice your flying. Wait, I'm gonna redo it because the boost is empty. It's pretty stable if you don't go too fast. If you start going too fast though, it's really hard to fly it. You just only want to go straight, and that's kind of an issue because you're gonna see a lot of invisible walls, which I'll cover later. I'll explain those. But yeah, you got yourself a jet. Now this is the same principle, it's a jet as well, 3 boosters, except this one has 2 rifts. So basically, whenever I hit the 1560 mark on my ammo, I press D-pad down, and this releases with a rift, it releases a small ammo pack. Now after a while, I just do the same at 1260, and I press D-pad up. So the first ammo is basically just to launch. And then after you hit the 1560 mark, you press D-pad down, and you have less weight. Now eventually at 1260, I'm not gonna wait because it takes some time, you press D-pad up, and you have yourself less weight again. This way you can have like about 1280 ammo, 1260, I'm sorry, you have 1260 ammo, and that's about, more than 2 minutes of flight. So yeah, those are kind of the designs that I made so far. I also want to add these ammo packs, you can upgrade them. Now I upgraded one, but unfortunately I didn't get any increase in ammo or weight loss. All I got was durability plus 10 and module explosion radius minus 25%. But if you do have the coins and you feel like investing in this, you probably want to upgrade the ammo boxes. Now these upgrades I think they do about 50% extra capacity, so that's a lot of fucking ammo. I think if you fully upgrade this thing, you can probably last about 5 minutes. Things that you can also upgrade, you can upgrade the cabin, which I also did. I got a bit of power extra, that's nice. I didn't get the weight reduction that I wanted though. You can also upgrade the Icarus. You can upgrade this one, the gas gen. Yeah, gas gen. You can even upgrade the Reapers, but that's going to cost a lot of coins. The boosters, I upgraded one. You could also slap some Hermeses on it, and your radar. You do want to have a radar because this way you can easily see on the map where all your enemies are. If you don't have this, even without a pyre, you're not really going to navigate pretty well. So yeah, that's basically the designs of the Reaper Copters. I call them Helio myself. There's a variety here if you want to check it out on the exhibition. If you're on the PS4, probably going to update them as well. So yeah, if you're wanting to build one, go ahead. Now that's the building part. I want to go to the PvP part right now, because that's what most of you are probably wondering. Is it PvP worthy? I'd say yeah, it's definitely PvP worthy, but not for the the most hardcore players, you probably don't want to use this in a clan war. Definitely not. But in PvP normally, yeah, you can pretty much get a decent score, mostly around 1,000, sometimes 2,000. It's not gonna smash like 3K or 4K simply because, you know, it doesn't have the ammo capacity, the matches don't last that long, and you do reduce damage. Because yeah, you're running something different. But yeah, it still pretty much smashes. Now I'm gonna use this one in PvP, it's my favorite. I do enjoy the pyre for more damage, but this one just has so much speed. I can just fly over them instantly. It's amazing. I do have to say though, some games you'll get annihilated immediately. Mostly it's not even because of players, it's because of the bots. The bots in this game, they're gods, dude. Their aim is so fucking amazing. They aim spot on, dude. It's unnatural. I swear, the best player in this game are the bots. I'm just gonna say it, and they just annihilate you some games instantly. There's one with these crossbows. He just whacks you cross map. If you normally have to aim, you have to aim like 5 meters above it. This bot, dude, he just instantly knows it. Boom, you're dead. So yeah, some PvP games you're gonna have a bit of a struggle. I'd say less bots is the better. But I'll just show you a game, and you know, you can kind of play it yourself if you want to. If you have the coins, of course, to invest in this. I'd say it's a fun thing. It's pretty decent as well. So yeah, let's play a game of PvP. Now first you lift, and then once you hit the 1560 mark, you simply hit D-pad down. Well, in my case, you can, you know, customize your own bullets. Bullets, what the fuck? You can customize your own buttons. Alright, so people are shooting on me. What you want to do when they shoot on you is instantly fly to them, because you want to hover over them. You don't want to make them, you know, be able to shoot at you anymore. Now once we hit the 1260 mark, what we're simply going to do is press D-pad up, which is now. Now we have reduced weight, so we can, you know, gain some altitude again. Yeah, it's pretty fun. You just, you know, fly above them, shoot them. They probably don't expect it. You can take some bullets depending on your build. You can take an armor build. I prefer speed, but it's really what you want. Now, also what you do have to keep in mind, this is a very important thing. If you're new to this and you don't really know the maps well, there's a lot of invisible walls you want to watch out for. I'm really bad at playing and talking at the same time, by the way. Yeah, I got fucked, but that just happens. On maps, you really want to keep in mind that you might be flying, but you want to fly like a car, in the sense that you want to take the routes that the cars take. So you don't want to just fly over buildings. No, you want to go around the building, because most of the buildings have invisible walls that go all the way until, you know, to the top. So you might see, for example, that object over there. You think, oh, I can fly over it. No, you can't, because there's an invisible wall. So what you want to do is you want to fly, and there are a lot of things that you can fly over that you can't normally drive through, like small props and you know, small buildings, stuff like that. But you do want to, you know, take the routes that a car takes, pretty much. I guess that's the best way to explain how to use this thing. Now our team got just completely annihilated, so we're just gonna wait for this dude to die. Oh. Come on, dude, just fucking die already. Alright, let's try another battle. Also, again, I apologize if this is like a shitty video, I simply don't want to put in the effort to like cherry pick clips and bullshit like that. I just want to get this out. It's not big of a deal, but I just want to, you know, get this plane, our Heli or Reaper Copter, however you want to call it, out, and, you know, hope that more people will pick it up. Hopefully we'll see some crazier things, the more advanced ones with more ammo capacity. Porcupine, that would be fucking sweet. Alright, so in this map you want to instantly gain altitude, because otherwise you're going to get shot on. You already see the projectiles flying, and those are mostly from the bots as well, they're not even from players. Now here we got some player, he's really eager to get us down, so we're going to get him first. Also, I want to add, in most games in PvP you're going to win simply because their team is just completely shooting at you. And they don't really focus on your teammates anymore. It's pretty funny. Alright, so we're gonna hit the 1160 mark. We're gonna drop this thing off. And we have less weight. Alright, let's move forward. Now this guy shot my hovers off with a hurricane. Normally you can evade those pretty easily, especially with the 3 boosters. The problem here was I was in a very narrow spot. I could not move left because of invisible walls. But yeah, we're still flying, so it's all good. Who cares? You can just see them circling, by the way. It's pretty funny. Oh. Yeah, so like this thing, this is probably an invisible wall. I'm not gonna test it out. You don't want to fly into those. You're gonna get messed up probably. Now, if you lose your Icaruses, you do have a lot less accuracy because you can't turn anymore. You can still steer, but you're not able to turn, so that's a bit of an issue. Also, it takes a lot more, I wouldn't really say skill, but it takes more effort in steering. Because you lose balance pretty quick once you lose your Icarus. Hopefully, I think my team is doing pretty good, so that's nice. Just gonna get these drones out. As you can see, it can fly a pretty long time. Again, if you upgrade the ammo capacity, it can fly longer. So you know you have more flight time. Alright, adios. I just do that at the end for some, you know, bit extra damage. So yeah, that was another PvP game. Not the best. But at least you see how it works. Oh, another thing I want to add, this thing is also very good for Leviathan raids, in the sense that you can fly above them, so the Leviathans cannot shoot you most of the times, so you can pretty much, you know, grind Leviathans if you wish to with this thing. Alright, so my team, you know, we lost, sad, but as you can see, the score, you know, I'm first of my team. It's not, you know, the best score, but it's pretty decent score. And this was one of the worst games I had last game, so. But you kind of do get the sense of what I'm talking about, of the downside as well. Now you've seen 2 bad games, so you know the downsides. We'll try to do a good game now, hopefully. Yeah, this is what I mean as well. You can get really fucked sometimes as well. Alright, let's try that again. 4th attempt. Now again, I'm not gonna cherry pick, so I'm just gonna give you the raw games that I'm having right now. I do want to add though, there's a lot of games that you do a lot better the more you practice with it as well. It also really depends on the map. Some maps, they're really small and you don't really have a lot of room to move. And others, they're really open and people just instantly see you, and it can be kind of a problem sometimes. This map, it's alright. It's pretty small, but it will do, it will do. There's some invisible walls at the bridge I know of. Those are kind of annoying though. That was a bot probably shooting at me. Alright, so who's first shooting at me? That's probably this guy. I will just rack some points up until he comes back again. Now the bots, they just stand still because, they don't really care about you. They're trying to follow you, but they can't since, you're up there. That was an invisible wall. That one almost had me fucked up. So you want to watch out for those. Come on, boy. Now flying is really a matter of practice. You want to move forward by aiming backwards slightly. You can also, give like extra direction with L3 and R3. This guy's driving away, dude. Fuck. It's pretty fast. We'll get him. If you lose one Icarus, is really not a big deal, by the way. Oh, I also forgot to detach the... I was already thinking, like, why do we have so much weight? That's because I forgot to release the above one. Whoops. I just got that one for some extra points because we're almost out of ammo, so it's kind of, it's kind of silly not to pick him up as an easy kill. We're just, wasting points that we shouldn't have to waste. Because right now we don't really have a lot of ammo left, so we're just gonna do this. Now we're gonna fly to the base if we get the chance. Yeah, he still has weapons. I'm not sure if he's gonna do it for us. Oh, there we go. This was a decent game, but it was not really super. We got third of our team. We don't want to be third, we want to be first. Yeah, I'll do one more game and then after that I'm just gonna end the video. You kind of understand what the Heli is, how it works. Again, I want to really I want to repeat myself on the fact that you have to take paths like a car, so don't think because you can fly that you can simply fly over buildings, that you really have to go around them. Jet speed. This map is alright, it's really small, but if they get in the middle on certain spots you cannot shoot them. Also the height before you hit like the invisible ceiling, it's really not long, so you don't really have a lot of height gain, but you can get pretty quick there, so that's fun. Also, the bots mostly stay out their side, so your team can pretty much easily kill the other players because they don't have any bots, you know, blasting on them. So we're just gonna fly really quick to their base because we already got somebody with flukes. We want to take them out first. Empires, there we go. Now this thing has speed, so you can pretty much evade them. Now again, if you have a lot of skill, if you practice a lot, you can probably evade them easily. Easier. Jesus Christ. Alright, we're just gonna hammer on this guy. He's getting annoying. Alright, release the top one. This time I didn't forget it. We're just gonna blast this guy because he kept shooting fucking hurricanes at me. Come on. No, 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 you don't go away. Now the bots, they're just retarded. As soon as you fly, they just go everywhere. So your team can pretty much easily pick off the enemies because they don't really have, like, you know, bots shooting at them. I hope my team isn't retarded though. Alright, we're just gonna pick up this bot. I have a lot of hatred for bots, by the way. If you start using this, you're gonna understand why. They can pretty much just quick scope you cross map, and it's really fucking annoying. Now, this is another issue. There's no way I can really shoot them right now because there's a ceiling. That's really because of this map. This map is annoying in the sense that they can easily hide under platforms because, you know, there's a whole ceiling here. Come on. I think the bot is having issues because he lost some Icarus. So we're just gonna, you know, we're just gonna wait. And then we're gonna fly up again. You can also, on this map, just use it as a turret for distance if you like. Oh, here's the action. Oops. I already got him. Okay. Well, we have one left, so I could take off, I guess. I'm not sure where he is. We don't really have a lot of flight time, by the way. Whoops. Uh-oh. That's bad. Alright, well, we're just gonna capture now, I guess. There's not really a lot of different things we can do. I'd say this was a okay game. Problem was they were covered by the ceiling that's everywhere. But if you try different maps, you're gonna see which ones are better and which ones are worse. Now let's see the score. 1250. We're not first, but you know, it's a decent score. There's I had like, I think 2100 was my max. It's not extreme much, but I think if you do the right upgrades, and like, yeah, you can pretty much, you know, get those higher scores with more ammo, better boosters, stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry this is one of the worst videos you've ever watched probably. I'm really lazy. So yeah, have a good day.